Hi guys, hope you're fine. I am Maryem. I started as a food engineer and I'm a Salesforce developer since 2019. I started with Sales Cloud and since last year I started working on Service Cloud and Experience Cloud. What else? I like to talk about development. And I am very determined when I start something, I usually finish it. And this is my superpower. Talking about superpower, let's talk about cookies, but not that kind of cookie. Today we're going to talk about that kind of cookie, the little pop-ups on your website. So, what is a cookie? A cookie is a set of information stored by your website in your browser. And it is generally used to help the browser and the website understand your behaviors and give you a personalized experience on the website. So when you accept the cookies, you accept that the website helps you have a personalized experience. In Experience Cloud, you have different types of cookies. You have the required ones. Basically, the required cookies are the cookies which are accepted even though you hit close without accepting or refuse all cookies because they help the website works normally, and thus you have the basic website features. There are functional cookies and marketing cookies. Functional cookies are like the preferences of the user, the statistics about the user, and the marketing cookies helps the website give you personalized ads, for example. And in Experience Cloud, there is a little problem. There is no Salesforce standard feature to implement a cookie pop-up. So you have other solutions. You can either use a free solution, which is an app exchange. It is called Experience Cloud Cookie Consent. It was developed by Salesforce Lab. And you also have charge solutions, just like OneTrust and Cookie Hub. When you aim to implement cookie pop-up in your website, it is highly recommended that you first brainstorm the solution with your IT, because most of the time your client already has a cookie pop-up solution, and generally you use the same solution as them. For example, at my client, we used OneTrust solution. So OneTrust solution is a charged solution. It has its pros and its cons. The pros are the branded pop-up. It measures and optimizes the consent rates. And you also have dashboards and categorization of all cookies. Of course, it is charged, but you have different fees depending on your needs. The different fees are written on the slide. You have ethic and compliance, consent and preference essentials, and privacy essentials. The price depends on your needs. Let's just see how you can implement a cookie pop-up on Experience Cloud. It's quite simple. You just have to go on your setup, on your experience builder, and then first of all you have to accept to add the OneTrust solution domain to your trusted sites. Once it is done, you just have to go to the advanced settings and hit edit and head markup. And OneTrust gives you a script. You just have to copy-paste it at the very top of the head markup. So this is it. You just have to do that to have your cookie pop-up. But sometimes you have a little challenge, and that's what happened in my case. So let's say that your client developed a third-party application, a mobile app, which you can find, in which you can find web views which are connected to your Experience Cloud website. When opening the mobile app, guests are asked to accept or refuse cookies. So far, so good. But when you go on web view, you have the cookie pop-up, even if you already accepted the cookies. You have the accept all cookies page, which reopens when guests are redirected through the web views. This was a big problem. I brainstormed it with my teammates, and we realized that the problem is that when you go to a web view, you don't get the cookie consent of your guest, because there is no connection between your mobile app and your web view. So how can you deal with this? I am an agile fan, so I built a little board. So first of all, we had to talk with our mobile app developers and ask them to give us the cookie consent of the guest in the URL of the web view, so that we can get it and we can know whether the guest accepted the cookies, refused it. Once it is done, you just have to create a function on the head markup I showed you previously. So the function just first will get you the value of the URL parameter, thanks to a regex. And once it is done, you just have to add an if-else condition. If the parameter in the URL exists, which means that the guest is navigating through the mobile app, then the pop-up should not pop, because the guest already accepted the cookies in the mobile app. But if the parameter does not exist, which means that the guest is navigating through a browser, we build the cookie script. It looks like that. So there you have the function with the regex to get the URL parameter. Here you have the if-else condition. So if your guest is navigating through the mobile app, you just have to shut the pop-up cookie, the cookie pop-up, sorry. And if not, you just rebuild all the script I showed you previously. You rebuilt all the cookie script provided by the OneTrust solution, and you add it to the end of this part of the script so that it loads right after this first script. And if you didn't memorize everything, it is not a problem. At Texei, we publish 1 article per day until the 24th of December. It's like a calendar, an advanced calendar, Texei advanced calendar. And tomorrow's article is just about that. You have the article in French and in English. So if you have questions, you can just add a comment, and you can ask them here, of course. Thank you for your attention. Do you have questions?
Where do you put the code exactly?
In the head markup of your community builder?
And the head markup.
Yes. You just, do you know your experience? Do you know how to go to your experience builder? Yeah. So you just have to go to the setup, click advanced, and edit head markup. Then you will have a window like this with all the script that is loaded when you open your website, your community page, and this is it.
And I think you can put some other things.
Yes, of course. For reCAPTCHA, for example, yes. Other questions? Was it that much clear? Good. So thank you very much. Have a very nice day.